What's up, you guys? This is Tasha from Brookshire Desire Podcasting on it. What is going on today? Yes, I missed yesterday, but it's all good. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna always keep it coming, keep it hot, keep it fresh, and you know what it is. It's quality time. So guess what? I got another one of my co-workers up here that's on his entrepreneur go deal. Go deal.
Hey! What an introduction. Wow, you got
That's
this
what
down
I'm
on lock.
talking about. And then I'm gonna have to let you look. You got to bring the energy like me, okay?
I already know. I already know. All or nothing with you. I love it. I love it.
I call him my son at work. Oh my God, he's an awesome person to be around. But the interested what drew me to him because he's so full of ideas. And when he told me he was a chef, I was like, oh no, you gotta come on up here. And on top of that, I told you we could be working 9 to 5 and still get off and go to our other entrepreneur job. So it's possible, you guys. But you know what? Enough about me and what we can do. In the meantime, between time, what's up, Dylan? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
What's going on? Hello, hello. I'm blessed to be here. First of all, thank you for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. I think my whole process, and I was meditating on this before we started talking this evening about how this all started, and it really began with ideas. And I think the theme of our conversation today might just be the joy of the process. And I think the best advice I can give anybody that wants to make the most of their dream, I would say you got to love what you do first. And
Right.
when our parents say all that, it doesn't hit until you find something that you really love doing. So my encouragement, go out there, try new things. I've lived a million different lives. Before I was a chef, I did interior cleaning, I did landscaping, I was a door-to-door salesperson. I worked in restaurants, of course, and luxury retail, all sorts of different things. And it all taught me that if you enjoy the process of what you're doing, you can
Mhm.
make the most of it because it doesn't feel like work and it becomes a part of your joy. And cooking for me is sharing that joy with people. It's a very intimate and direct interaction and exchange of energy when you bring food to the table and the people do it. They bring the conversation, they bring the energy. That's what I love about cooking, and that's why it's my favorite medium of creativity.
So I guess y'all already figured out what he is. He is a chef. Dylan, tell them the name of your company and then we'll go from there. So the name of your company, he is an entrepreneur on a rise, you guys, and I love it. I love it about him. And he make a wow, impeccable salad. Yeah.
Thank you. I pride
And
myself on the
also,
salad.
I hate to cut you off. I also let them know where to find you and and your details as we go. But let's go, Dylan.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So my company is called Wonderful Kitchen, and
Hey.
that is WNDRFL, and that is an abbreviation, and it's an acronym for the process that we do as a team. So we're a private chef company, and the acronym is willingness naturally derives respect from life. And that all comes down to an appreciation of life and the time that we're given. So when we come together to dine, it's a time of celebration, of connection, of interaction, and of love. So it all comes down to that interaction. We began as a group of friends that all worked in restaurants together or knew each other somehow, and we began bouncing ideas off of each other. And our creative process became that everyone had equal say and the ability to contribute ideas to the dishes we were making. So it became a direct communication of what we all were doing at the same time, and it became a democratic sort of process to all like have the same say and be able to control our final product and all be like we had our hands in this. So the company now not only provides private chef services, we're going to be expanding soon to catering, and we are going to be, this is a special announcement exclusively on the Brookshire Desire podcast. This is going to be the very first pop-up that we do as a restaurant open to the public, invitation only, but invitations will go live in, I'm going to say, do I want to give that away right now? I
No, no,
think
no, no, no. Let me throw it on the podcast because I'm gonna keep promoting you.
All
But
right,
go
we'll
ahead.
come.
Go
We'll
ahead.
come back with an update for sure,
Okay,
because I'll be
okay.
back.
So let me get some of that quality time. About to dig up in your okay. So,
Okay.
so first question: what was the dish that made you fall in love with cooking?
Ooh, wow. Oh, you know what? This sounds like it'll be a hard question, but now that I think about it, it's so simple, but it's waffles. Okay.
Bowls.
I love me a good waffle, and I'll tell you, a Belgian waffle you make at home is very easy, and it also can be very delicious. So my dad was actually a chef when I was a kid, and he taught
Oh,
me everything. But my parents owned a restaurant when I was very little, so cooking was all around me all the time. Right, the first thing I learned how to make was a waffle, and that immediately was like I can take a bunch of different things and make them into a finished product the way I want it to, and it just became like constantly tweaking the recipe and getting better. And I wanted to make the perfect waffle, and I still
mm.
make the best waffles that I've ever
Okay.
had.
You know what? I want my breakfast in the morning, Dylan. When you come, okay? Don't play with
You bet.
me.
You
I
bet.
want
You
my
bet.
Belgian waffle when I get there in the morning.
Yes.
Okay, my next question: what was your first kitchen job like?
Ooh, my first kitchen job was at a nice restaurant actually as a busboy when I was 15.
Mhm.
And it was my first ever job. As soon as I would turn 15, I got my worker's permit and I went to work, and I found a job at a restaurant close to me. And it was hard work. It's collecting dishes, but it's also being, interactive with the public, and also being interactive with the kitchen and the host. It's like you're a moving part of everything. And it taught me from a very young age that there's a lot of different moving parts to a restaurant and to a food operation, and a food service operation, I should say. So I really realized from a young age, oh, this is a something that I can work in so many different areas. So I got to try out everything. I'm yet to be an owner, but we're working on it.
That's what I'm talking about. Claim it, baby. You believe it, you can receive it. Now,
Amen.
what is your favorite dish?
Ooh, okay, okay, okay. So if I got Greek family, so if I say anything that's not Greek food, they're gonna be mad. But uh, it changes a lot. But I think right now I've been eating a lot of Greek chicken. Actually, it's a very good dish. It's very flavorful and bright, and it's perfect for any season. It's easy to make, and it pairs well with everything. So a good like lemon, garlic, dill, parsley sort of situation. I put a lot of herbs on my chicken. I love that.
I
Um,
see.
yeah, fresh everything is the key, but a good Greek chicken goes very well with, I mean, some vegetables like asparagus. I had that with asparagus the other night. I like wholesome food. I like very earthy, natural food when I cook. So that's my favorite right now.
So everybody, y'all already know if you need a nice, good, healthy chef gourmet meal, you need to hit Dylan up, and you gonna see his information down there. Now, wait a minute. Before I go to the next question, I didn't realize you had Greek in you.
Yes, yes. So I am very Greek on my mother's side. I have family in Athens, Greece right now, and I've yet to meet them. I've yet to travel outside of the country. So part of my little eat, pray, love journey that I'm going to be anticipating in the next year or so to prep me for owning a restaurant in the future, I want to be able to get in touch with my Greek roots. And the Greek side of my family has always been a huge access to great culture and cuisine and tradition, and it's fun to play with, so I love Greek food. I love Greek culture.
I
So
see.
yeah.
Okay. So, are you looking to start your brick and mortar? Get your commercial building. You see it.
That Yeah. So I also can give away some details on that, because I have shared property through family of a residential building in downtown Yorkville. And they have a 6-car garage on that property. And in the next couple of years, they're anticipating helping to remodel the 6-car garage, adding a second layer on top, a second level. And we would do a tiki bar and tapas restaurant open a couple days a week in downtown Yorkville throughout the season, and have outdoor seating, live music, and a really fresh palette of rotating menus inspired by cuisine around the world.
Look at that. Sound like my man got a plan. That's what I'm talking about, Dylan. Look at that. You chase them goals, baby. You chase them goals. Now,
Thank you, thank you.
now if you could cook with five ingredients for a year, what would it be?
Oh no, I knew it was gonna be something like this. Oh, okay, five ingredients. Okay, okay. You know what?
Okay.
I eat a lot of the same thing, so this should be easy. I'm gonna say chicken. First one, chicken's my favorite. It's very good for you. It's delicious. You can cook it a million different ways and still have it fresh. Flour,
Mhm.
because that I need for anything. Does water count as an ingredient?
Do what?
Does water count? That can't count, right?
You can't
Come on,
count
give
it
me
what?
that one. Give me okay, okay. Besides that, I'm gonna say salt. You need salt. I mean, salt is 50% of the work in all cooking. You gotta
It
listen.
is. You got
It's the
chicken, flour, and salt.
so flour, salt, chicken. We're working with a lot of different options already. But I will say, my mentor always told me salt is the volume of food. So you put more salt in there, you're cranking the volume up on everything. You can, So after that, I would say garlic. Garlic.
Okay, okay, can't go wrong with garlic.
It's it's a cornerstone.
I'm hungry. One more.
One more. I'm thinking.
Chicken, flour, salt, and garlic. One
I
more.
like. Well, here's my thing. I love spicy food too, so I'd have to probably say like like a hot pepper of some sort, either a serrano, a poblano pepper, or even a jalapeno. Just something to like add some variety to the dishes I'm cooking. But then five ingredients. Oh man,
For the whole year.
I still need some lemon in there. I need something to cut through all that, man. Okay, well, you know what? I'm happy with it. I can work with that, and I can make
Okay,
fried
so
chicken
we
every
got
day.
chicken, flour, salt, garlic, and some type of pepper.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like it's
yeah,
gonna be a good meal.
yeah. No matter what, guaranteed to be a
I
hit.
got one more question for you, and
Okay.
I want to see how you gonna react to this one. If you have five people, dead or alive, who would you prepare a meal for?
Oh wow, that's a good one. I have not heard that one before. Wow.
Who would you prepare a meal for?
I would say I prepare a meal for Lady Gaga because she seems very nice and she's very talented.
Okay.
I would prepare a meal for Martin Margiela, famous fashion designer. Love his work. I would prepare a meal for Anna Wintour because I would love to see if what she looks like smiling for the first time. That'd be cool. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? I think Abraham Lincoln is a solid choice. I think because he said dead or alive. I would love to meet Abraham Lincoln. Um, my last one. Man, I would say Whitney Houston. Yes, Whitney Houston. Final answer. Yes, yes, yes,
Whitney
yes.
Houston.
Yes. Love Whitney.
Okay. Some interesting characters, and you'll be coming in with your hat on.
Yes, yes. You already know. You are cutting up. Oh my goodness. It's only Thursday. I'm
Right, we
dead.
got one more day though. We got one more day. I
Okay.
enjoy you coming up here. Now, how can they find you?
I'm gonna be on Instagram at Wonderful Kitchen. That's WNDRFL Kitchen on Instagram. And mainly right now, we're gonna be scaling to have a website in the next 6 months or so because we want to scale up and open our services more to the public in forms of catering, instructional classes, and pop-up events. So we're gonna be advertising that in the next 6 months or so. Because mainly honestly the craziest part is all of this started with word of mouth. So my overall theme for you guys today, if you have a dream, the theme of today, right, is
Hey, give it to
the
me.
the joy in the process, the love in the process that comes from what you do, and then being able to give that process to other people in a way that's genuine, in a way that's wholehearted. And if you can feel that connection between what you're doing and the world you're giving it to, you're going to find success no matter what, because that success is immeasurable. That's beyond money. So, I mean, I'm just starting out, but I'm so grateful for this entire process. And I can't believe that these plans in the future could actually really happen. So if you have any doubt
It's
in your
gonna happen.
mind,
And I'll be
go
there
ahead
to
and
taste.
believe.
I will be there to taste every last one. You ready? Say, come on, come on. You got
Yes,
dressed up. Yeah, I said, if I got
yes.
dressed up, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
The doors are always open for you.
So Dylan, would you even try to go on Chef Kitchen?
It's funny that you say that, Natasha, because I have more exciting news about that. Um,
Into my
so,
spirit. I'm like, maybe.
yeah, a mentor of mine was on the Food Network years ago on a program, and he has connections for me to get in touch with people over on the TV side of cooking things. And I was thinking about that. I was crazy. I was just talking about it today. I don't think I'd crack under the pressure. I think a couple of years ago I would have, but being a chef, you don't have time to get in your head. You got to figure it out and go. So that taught me to just roll with the punches. I feel like if I theoretically was offered to be on a television show, I would accept, and nothing is impossible. I'll
Right.
just put it that way.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Well, you guys, I hope. Oh, one more question before I close this out.
All
Um,
right.
are you willing to mentor people? Are you willing to give back? How do you give back?
I love that question so much. I'm so glad you asked that question because that's a huge part of what I do, actually. And someone really wise that I had met through business had once told me anyone of any age can mentor you and be mentored by you. And it really comes down to realizing that we all mentor each other in this world, and we all give each other wisdom, and we all give each other direction. So in some way or another, right? So when I began, I quickly realized that the people working with me in other ways are so much more talented than me. And learning from them is a humbling experience and an interaction of us all becoming stronger and better at what we do together. And my mentor actually asked me once. He said, "What do you think every successful kitchen needs in 3 words?" And I said, "Patience, consistency, and love."
Right.
Those are the 3 things that you need. You absolutely need. If you don't love what you do, if you aren't consistent, it's really just important to hold on to why you're doing something. So keep believing and keep understanding that you're doing it for the reason of seeing yourself succeed. So success is only measured by I think it would just be love at the end of the day. How much love have you spread to the world?
Because love conquers all.
That's right. That's right. And you can't take nothing else with you but that.
Right. Thank you, Dylan, for coming by. Look, even though you had to do it in your car, it's all good. I'm so happy you came. I need more entrepreneurs to step up and step out because nowadays people don't want to tell other people how to get it out the mud. People have ideas and thoughts and just sit there on it. Nah, stop doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Stop sitting on your ideas. Go out, step out on faith. Like he did it. Tell, if you don't mind, tell him how old you are again.
I'm 24 years old.
He's an entrepreneur at 24 years old. Dylan, how long have you been? I call him Dylan because that's what I always talk about. Dylan, how long? How long have you been an entrepreneur?
Oh man, well I was slinging candy bars in elementary school, so I've been at it for a minute. But I will say in this stage of my life, I've been doing this for almost 2.5 years now, and through this process, I've learned a lot, and I feel like I'm still very much just starting and very much still finding my footing. And some people have told me that I'm expanding too quickly, but it's because we all believe in the vision so much, and we have such a good word of mouth system with our clients that the connections we make are so solid
Network.
that it's all about just engaging with the people that you are catering to. So it applies to anything. If you believe in the vision, if you have a love for the process, and
Mhm.
if you have the consistency and the wherewithal to just keep pushing no matter what, you will get there. Absolutely, you will get there.
I commend you for coming up here. He's a young entrepreneur at heart. When I told you he's a hard worker, and on top of all that, stay busy and make time for a little bit of me. Thank you, Dylan. You know I want you to subscribe and share, share, share. You guys, y'all got to check out his. Get it, Dylan. How you doing? How you doing, Dylan? When we in it, we in it. Get it, get it, get it. Cause let me tell you something. That was the quality time on my. I call him my son because he's so young. You know, they say age is my son, but I love him. His energy, his joy, and the passion he do. See, that's one thing about what you was trying to explain. It ain't about It ain't work. It's a passion. If you love it, it ain't a job. You know what I'm saying? As an entrepreneur, you gonna do it until you get to the top. You get to you all the way to the top, all the way to the top. Don't stop, don't stop. But you guys, I want y'all to like, subscribe, and comment, share, share. I'm telling you, if you could just believe it, it'll happen. Look at Dylan, great example. And I thank you for coming on my show. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I do, I do. And on top of that, I want my Belgian waffle in the morning.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I'm honored to share the space with you tonight. And uh, anytime you want that Belgian waffle, you just let me know. Just let me know when you need any waffle.
Start doing
I
a
got
whole
that on
panel.
lock for
I might
sure.
put my whole couple of all my coworkers that got the entrepreneur going on. We might just have to do a whole panel and everybody talk about work life and talk about our entrepreneur life. We stay busy. I just had Brian. Now Ronald gonna come through. Now we got you. I ain't stopping. And we got Miss Tawana coming through. We got so many people coming.
Wow.
Let me tell
Okay.
you something. Even though we pushing 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 7 to, I mean what, 10 to 7, it doesn't matter. We're not gonna stop our dream and stop our hustle. We will never do that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna stop until we get where we going because God always got something for us. He's opening up doors. All right, you
That's
guys,
right.
stay tuned. I love you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And Dylan, I really appreciate you again. Thank you for coming on, and pray that you'll come back.
Thank you. And I
Okay,
sure will.
I'm gonna check back in on you. See, we're gonna see when you got to that brick and mortar.
Yes, yes. And the more I come back, the more updates I'll have. So let's talk about it. This
I
is
know
the
that's
Brooke Shy Desire podcast, and you're tuned.
right.
Till next time.